Today I'm answering a question from a viewer on how to do a side kick to the knee. Paul Hernandez asks, "Hello, Mr. Copeland. I found your website and got your newsletter. I live all the way in Florida, but I have one question. Would you be able to record a video on how to do the low side kick to the knee that is used in Jeet Kune Do?" Florida. Never heard of it. Yes, Paul, I can do a video on how to do a side kick to the knee as often seen in Jeet Kune Do. So first off, why would you want to do a side kick to the knee? Well, it is the longest weapon you have to the closest target on your opponent. You can keep your head out of punching range while landing what could potentially be a fight-ending shot. While it is unlikely to actually break the knee, it could potentially wrench the knee joint or strain some ligaments, which is going to cause someone to limp and not really be able to use their leg very effectively. If you have ever experienced a hyperextended joint playing sports, then you know that awful feeling. It also might just simply disrupt their balance, allowing you to follow up with a strike right into a straight blast, into a tie clinch, in order to terminate the fight. Hey, worst case scenario, it doesn't land effectively, but it gets the other person worried about you doing it again, which allows you to set up a different attack. And finally, it's really low risk if you're good enough and you follow the tips that I'm about to give you. First things first, chamber your kicking leg by pulling your heel up to your other leg, not behind your leg, not out in front. Also, pull your toes up as you chamber. Next, get light on your plant foot as you chamber so that you can rotate a little bit. If you're going to kick high, you'd probably point your heel at your opponent. Since we're not going to kick very high, your heel might rotate about 45 degrees. Keep your plant leg knee soft, not locked. As you extend your kick, do the following. First, fully lock the knee and extend the hip. If you think about turning your pelvis over as if you're going to point your butt at them, you're really going to get that hip extension that's required for a powerful kick. Make sure you don't turn your upper body so far away that you can't keep your eyes on the target. So turn your head and pull your kicking side arm back so that you can see the target. Since we are hitting a mostly vertical and narrow target, we want to keep our foot fairly perpendicular to the opponent's leg to maximize surface area. We don't want to glance off the knee and miss the target. Also, aim to hit with the arch of the foot just slightly closer to your heel. Once again, that gives you a little bit of error room for your accuracy so that you don't slip off. As you kick, lean slightly back. The higher the kick, the more you would need to lean back, but once again, we're not kicking very high. So you need to lean back just a little bit for balance, power, and to get your head further away from your opponent in case the kick fails and they punch at your head. As you improve, you will want to remove the pause from your chamber before you kick. So it goes from a 1-2 motion into a single fluid sweeping movement without a pause at the chamber. This will make it more efficient and allow you to take advantage of the stretch reflex to generate more power. The critical element of this kick is the footwork used to deliver it. By shuffling in and back out, you can effectively stay out of your opponent's punching range, deliver your strike, and if so desired, get back to a safe distance, aka lunging range. Start by replacing your front foot with your rear foot. Put it in the same exact place. Now put your front foot back where it was and your rear foot back where it was so that you're back in your fighting stance. Repeat this several times so you have the basic shuffling technique. Now as you shuffle forward, your lead leg can go into a chamber, and now back to your stance. Once you get the hang of that, finally you can launch your kick. Imagine a pendulum. The bottom of the pendulum swings forward and backwards while the top stays in the exact same point. Well, in this case, your feet are the bottom of the pendulum and your head is the top. So as you do this shuffling side kick, don't let your head move forward. One thing I always teach is that if you want to kick someone, fake a punch. In this case, since we're kicking with our lead leg, you're going to use your lead hand and fire out a fake jab as you shuffle. This will make your opponent react to your fake punch so that they will be distracted and probably won't defend the kick. Shuffle back, keeping your Muay Thai high guard or flinch spear up in case they counter with punches. The combination of distance and having your hands high should create an amazing defense so that you feel safe to use this kick. Be good at failing. Practice always recovering to your stance by shuffling back. One thing you can do is purposefully jam yourself up and then practice recovering. Now, this is the most complicated kick that I personally teach for reality-based self-defense. And while it really isn't very complex, it does require a lot of practice to be able to successfully use it in a real violent encounter. Also, if the fight starts and finishes up close, you're never really going to get a chance to use this attack anyway. But if the fight starts at distance, it can be one of your really low risk to high reward attacks in your arsenal. If you have any follow-up questions or scenarios you would like me to discuss, leave them below in the comments and I'll make a future video on them. If you're looking for a reality-based martial arts gym in the Aurora, Colorado area where you can learn rapid assault tactics and Jeet Kune Do concepts, come check out Progressive Combat Systems. Like, subscribe, come train, go get your reps. I'll see you next time.